here's a question that I see lots of times online, and it's how do you move on from somebody? Oh my gosh. I really have tons of experience with this because first of all, I have multiple crushes last time, and I used to get rejected by like all of them. So yeah, of course, over time, as after rejection, it's like my self-worth just slowly went downhill over time. And I mean, it's like a vicious cycle. It's like the more I try to give in to the relationship that I have with these crushes, and it's like the more worth that I invest in them and not in myself, the more my own self-worth goes down. So it's like it's a whole vicious cycle for me and these girls lah, because they don't even like me. That's the thing, and I'm giving so much attention to them, and it's not fair for me to like want them to like me back. It's not fair. So yeah, I did have like lots of emotional turmoil and sadness from those experiences, but over time I just forgave myself. I just say like, maybe I'm not where I want to be yet. Maybe I always dreamt of being like a social guy. Maybe I always dreamt of being like of an attractive guy, like an attractive social chat that you probably see in like Hollywood movies or something. I think you know what kind of guy I'm talking about. Yeah, but I mean, over time I just forgave myself from my own mistakes, and trust me, I've made plenty of mistakes during those times where I had crushes. And I always used to think like crushes, they meant like love, but actually crushes are just like infatuations, basically like obsessions about them. But of course, if it goes like too crazy, if it goes too extreme, those obsessions generally don't become healthy at all, and it will just degrade your life, and it'll become a bit of like an annoying thing for the other party, for your crushes, which is something I don't think you will want to go through, and I certainly don't want to go through that ever again. But so how do you move on? Like when you already have this crush in your mind that you probably been fantasizing on for so long already, but you're just like struggling so hard to move on from this particular girl, this one girl, maybe in your class or maybe in your dance club or something. I don't know, but how do you move on from this girl? Well, to me it seems like you're overly attached to this girl, because maybe you have your own, maybe you think like oh, this girl, she's like the perfect one. She's you put her on a pedestal, basically. You think like she's the perfect one, although there are like plenty of girls out there. I mean, there are plenty of fish in the sea after all. But maybe your own like delusion, let's put it that way, maybe that's convincing you to think that she's the perfect one, and like there's no other good girls like her out there, which is, from my experience, is completely false. Because after like my experiences with these crushes, like I thought they were like the perfect ones for me, but I mean, over the years go by, as I like develop and as I mature, I start to think like maybe these girls that I've been exposed to in school, like let's say these crushes, well, maybe these were just like fish in the jar tank, like in a fish tank. Like let's just say there's like a fish tank with like some fish in the tank, whilst there are like lots of fish in the ocean. I've only exposed myself to seeing the fish in the jar tank, but I haven't exposed myself to seeing the fish in the entire like Atlantic Ocean or something. So it's like, it just means that I haven't exposed myself to all kinds of women and girls out there lah. That's pretty much what I'm saying. So to think that she's like the perfect one for you, it's completely bullshit. And I think that maybe if you wanna if you want to get like a good wife, like a girlfriend that loves you for who you are and not what you look like, not how much money you make like per year or something. If you just want a girl who really likes you for the person that you are, I think first of all, you shouldn't think that like she's the one, like any girl is the one for you, because no, it's not. There are plenty of girls out there, and you shouldn't limit yourself to like just this one girl. Maybe you shouldn't see this one girl as like the only remedy to your own problems, and you should probably just talk to more girls. I'm serious. Talking to more girls, at least it like alleviates, or like it reduces the pressure of like constantly burdening yourself in your own mind with this like one girl, like this thought of this one particular girl, where instead maybe you're exposing yourself to like multiple girls. So like maybe at least you're not so stressed because you already have an abundance. You already got girls around you whom you can talk to, and it's not like this is the only girl whom you can really like surround yourself with, and she's like the perfect one, so if you lose her, game over, bro. I used to think that way also, and trust me, that has never worked for me whatsoever, so I don't suggest you do the same, please. That's lesson number one. Lesson number two, you gotta distance yourself from this girl, like this particular girl that you've been fantasizing about. Maybe that there are times, like there were nights, so many nights that you kept thinking about this girl, and that caused you to lack sleep, and lack of sleep means you cannot concentrate on your studies, you cannot listen to your teacher, so as a result your parents have to like give you lectures because you did so badly in your exams, and this whole vicious cycle of thing after thing. And when you're struggling in your studies, you keep going back to thinking about this girl to like distract yourself from your own problems. And yeah, it's a vicious cycle, and it's a very vicious cycle, and I don't want you to go through that like how I did last time. Because for me, whenever I struggle with studies, I distracted myself with crushes. Crushes were basically just like distractions from my own problems. And do you really think that by obsessing about these crushes, you think it solved anything? No, of course not. And in fact, it made my life even worse because I realized they don't even like me at all. So it's like I'm giving out so much of my own time, attention, and energy to these crushes, but it's like I'm reserving none for myself. So where's that energy? Where's that like remaining energy gone to like fapping like multiple times a week? My gosh, man. This shit is giving me nostalgia, man. I think I don't know what to say anymore. Give me a while before I try to think about something else. Well, yes, you need to distance yourself from this girl, because to me it seems like you have quite an unhealthy attachment with this girl. This like overly strong attachment to this one girl. So of course you should expose yourself. You should like talk to more girls, like basically. Maybe in your class, maybe it's school, whatever. And point is that you shouldn't limit yourself to just one girl. This one particular crush that you've been thinking about for like so long, like years in your mind already, bro. Like you should move on. It's not gonna help you if you keep thinking about this one girl, because you're just gonna be thinking of her as like the remedy to all your problems, and that's not gonna help you at all, bro. You need to take responsibility and accountability for your own problems. Not using your girl as like a coping mechanism for your own problems, to solve your own problems. And yeah, basically you just gotta try your very best to move on, no matter how like difficult, no matter how heartbreaking that might be. And you know, maybe you might be in a relationship, like I see so many guys in my school last time, in my secondary school, who had like lots of relationships. Like literally, you go past one corner, you can literally see, you will literally see like a guy who's probably in a relationship with somebody. I'm not kidding. My school had like lots of relationships last time, and I was single like for the whole of my life. So of course, comparing myself to these guys, it felt like shit, and I felt like fucking shit, bro. But I guess maybe to move on from this one girl, maybe this like, or maybe it's not just this one girl, this girl, your girlfriend, you know, whom you've probably spent so much time with, whom you've had like loving moments, you've had like cute little moments when you watch Netflix, and you eat like ice cream together or something. I don't know what couples do nowadays, but because I've never been one myself. Or maybe you're just like good friends with her, but all of a sudden you just like liked her out of nowhere. I don't know. I say maybe it's up to you whether or not you wanna preserve the relationship that you have, because if you're friends with her, if you're just like platonic friends with her, it really depends on her also whether or not she can stand the fact that you like her. Because most likely, how to move on, if you're watching a video like this, you probably confess to your crush already, and let me guess, I don't think she likes you the same way lah. I'm sorry, man, but I'm assuming that's what happened to you, and I just want to say I'm sorry. Yeah, as I was saying, if you're friends with her, it also depends on her whether or not she wants to continue being friends with you. Because, you know, for all you know, you might be like super good friends with her, and maybe you two had like super good times together, you two have like super cute moments together, and it's sad to see all of that go, because it will be very sad to see all of that go because she doesn't like you and you like her and she doesn't like you back. So it's like there's unrequited love. It's like this like one-sided relationship, you know, like a wonderful friendship at the start now turns into like a one-sided relationship. Which, can you even endure that? And can she endure that? Because if both of y'all can't, and then I think it's time for you to cut off, and I'm sorry. Should I tell you to bring your own tissues, man? But yeah, I mean, you gotta just cut off if she doesn't. Like, I say you gotta just cut her off if you two think it's better if you two just go your own ways and just separate. And let's say if she's okay with, and you're okay with being friends with her, but the thing is you might not, and you will never be the man of your dreams. Then if you can endure that, then it's okay. Then continue being friends with her if you want to. But if she doesn't like you, and she cannot endure the fact that you like her, and you also cannot endure the fact that you will never be the man of her dreams, then you have to cut her off, man. I'm sorry, and yeah, it's painful. It's gonna be super sad. You're gonna experience like late nights where you're just like crying on your pillow, and you're like sitting on your floor just crying, but it's for your own growth. It's for yourself. And let's say if this girlfriend, let's say you have a girlfriend, you're in a relationship with this girl, then maybe what I say is, she doesn't, you two, I mean you two, if you're in a relationship with her, you two already liked her lah. You two already liked each other from the start, and it's only now when maybe you are starting to resent her, or maybe she doesn't like you anymore, then I don't know what to say about that, man, because I've never been in a relationship myself, so I wouldn't know like how you would feel to actually lose a girlfriend. But I guess you just gotta like distance yourself from this girl over time. And you know, even if that means like not texting her, even if that means like not taking her out like you used to when you were still together, or you know, if you just want to grow and if you just want to move on from this relationship, you just gotta distance yourself from this particular girl whom you've been thinking about non-stop, and whom you're like constantly worried about, and you're constantly like anxious about. You just gotta distance yourself from her over time. And that's not the best answer. Maybe that's not the best answer, but for my own experience, that was what helped me get over my own crushes. And now I'm 17 years old, and I'm studying in a very highly competitive school. Oh my god, the competition is tough, bro. But yes, the thing is, I have a YouTube channel right now, and you know, maybe the subscribers count is not that much. Maybe it's only like 200 plus, and people might think that's like very low or something. And the thing is, I've worked on myself. I've built up my own self-worth. As you can see, you've probably seen me like in shirtless pictures. There was this one video where I showed like a picture of myself like showing off my muscles or something, which yeah, I've been training a bit more recently, yeah. And because I really want to bulk up because I'm a bit too skinny. But yeah, I guess over time, the more you want to like move on from this particular girl, the more respect for yourself, the more that you need to respect yourself. And that means like you need to like distance yourself from this girl. Yeah, that's all I want to say. And to anyone who's feeling lost, who's feeling like they just want to move on from their own crushes, but it's like it's super hard, and it's like they're like literally losing sleep, and their studies are literally being affected because they keep thinking about this girl, then I've been in your situation before, and I know how it feels. But it's only when you really give yourself the time and the space to move on healthily from this girl, then I think that's how you really move on from your crush or relationship. Yeah, that's all from me. If you're interested in joining our community, you can click the subscribe button below. And if you want to see more videos from me, you can check out my latest video here where I talk about the people who don't feel belonged, which is a very good video. It's one of like, I think it's one of the videos that resonate with me a lot, and I think you should really check that out. And with that said, take care and best of luck, bro. I wish you all the best. Peace. Good luck.